Well, hello friends, thank you for tuning in again. In today's video we're going to talk about ICM, intentional camera movement. So this is a really neat, highly enjoyable camera technique to give a crack. So we're just going to run over some settings, run over the technique a bit, and I'll show you how to do it. I'm here in a stunning location, New Zealand native forest with a beautiful river here. Definitely one of my favorite places to be, and we're going to talk a little bit about why this location specifically is really good for ICM. So yeah, stay tuned, and I hope you gain something from this video and enjoy the wee journey. Okay guys, intentional camera movement, ICM. So it's basically intentionally moving your camera as you're taking the shot. It creates a real abstract style of images, and they can be a lot of fun doing it, and some really interesting stuff comes out. It's kind of like panning your water shots. You never really know how the image is going to turn out, and sometimes that can be the most exciting part. So we're going to run through a few of the settings, the technique, and I mentioned in the intro, you know, why this is such a good location. So we're here in the native forest and we're under a canopy. It is the middle of the day at the moment, so it's a low light environment, which just works perfectly for ICM because we're shooting at slower shutter speeds doing this. It's easy to overexpose your photos or blow out the highlights. So being in a low light situation like this is just really great. Plus you get to enjoy the beautiful native forests, which you can't beat that. So we'll get straight into it. So what we'll run through first, and I'll put these photos up as we go, because I'm going to show you quite a few different techniques and just some interesting ideas that you can try out yourself. So as I do these, we'll chuck an image up and let me know in the comments what ones you prefer, because I certainly know what ones I do, and it'll be interesting to see what everyone else thinks. So we're going to start off at 1/4 of a second and f11 ISO 100. So basically it's similar to panning. Now, a lot of people do this on a tripod, and they, you know, sort of move the tripod and stuff. But again, I just think handheld is best for this sort of thing. It's way more creative. You can just get more, there's more freedom in it. Each their own, but I would recommend, you know, trying this out handheld. So we're going to start off with a vertical one. So I'm going to come out to about, so we're 1/4 of a second, f11 ISO 100. So you're basically starting at the bottom here, pan upward and take your shot as you're coming upwards. And it's similar to, yeah, normal panning, I guess, but it's called ICM. Now we'll do another one from the top to bottom. So that's going up bottom to top. So you come down and take your shot on the way down. Now each shutter speed is going to dramatically change how these images turn out, and as you lower your shutter speed, keep in mind that of course you're going to get close to overexposing it. So just stop down I'm at ISO 100 anyway, so that's as low as I can get. But just something to keep in mind, that if you are starting to get a bit of overexposure, just stop it down. Now, we're going to try another one. This one's going to be left to right. So similar technique, you're moving left to right, keeping as stable as you can, panning, and take the shot as you move around. Now, right to left. Like so. Now there's some interesting ones you can do. You can also do circles, which is probably my favorite. So we're going to basically swing the camera around like so. And again, it's just taking your shot as you do that. So here we go. Yeah, that's really neat, those ones. And we'll go right to left. Now what's cool about this is, because we're in the forest here, you've got all these little pockets of light up in the canopy. So as you take your shot, it's kind of like star trails a little bit. It's showing the light coming through. Now you can also do one, this one's probably a little bit more tricky, when you're focusing into a center spot and then you twist the camera. I haven't done a hell of a lot of this, so you can find any sort of subject. Just for the point of this video, there's some leaves down here, or a little branch. Now with this lens, it does have this little ring on it, so you can hold that and then twist around it like so. So focus in the middle. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, lots of different ways. Now we're going to go down to a second on the shutter speed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up higher here where there's a lot more light. So I'll just come over here, and we're going to try and move all of these little pockets of light. And of course we've got the beautiful greenery in the bush to boot. So we're going to go with a circle one for this. And that's at 1 second. That one's a little bit blown out. So in that case, I'm just going to stop it down. Let's see with it. Always looking at the histogram through the camera. Okay, try again. Yeah, that's really neat. That one possibly a little bit blown out, but still creating a very cool image. You can also go opposite ways. God, you can do angles. You could go like this. Which is creating almost a real star trail type image. Again. And it's just one of those things that you just get lost in it, because you can just, it's just creative. So every image is going to be different. Try out different settings, making sure that you're not, overexposing it or blowing it out. So as you work through, just if your shutter's really low, adjust your f-stop accordingly, and yeah, just have a lot of fun doing it. Just another wee one here that's really interesting. You can do the wiggles. So start up the top And as you come down, you're basically wiggling the camera through. Again, because we've got all these beautiful little light pockets coming through. And yeah, so I'll chuck that one up, see what you think. But yeah, like I say, let me know in the comments what technique you prefer, and it's all experimental, so just have fun with it. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the wee video on ICM. It's a really neat technique that you can try basically anywhere. Just watch your lighting, make sure you're not overexposing, follow those techniques, and just experiment with it, and yeah, you'll come up with some really interesting photos, and it's just a lot of fun. Just before I head off, just wanted to say one thing about landscape photography in general, I guess, but places like this here are just such special places, and there's a real connection we feel here. And I think if you really sort of sit down and take the time to feel and see a bit of that, it really opens up the enjoyment with your landscape photography. And you know, it's something that's often overlooked, I think. I mean, we all sort of focus in on you know, getting the perfect techniques and compositions and you know, all the technical side of photography, and of course it's important, but just don't forget to connect with where you are and really enjoy the environment and the peace and quiet and the bird life, and depending on where you are, the ocean or the mountains or rivers. I just think it's a really important thing to remember when you're out there doing your photography, and you just go home feeling a lot more light, could be the word. So yeah, I won't ramble on. Again, thanks for tuning in. Your support is hugely appreciated, and I hope you've learned something in this video. So get out there, have some fun with your ICM shots, and yeah, I'd love to hear any comments or questions in the comment box. Yeah, so awesome guys, take care of yourselves and your family, and we'll see you in the next one, eh? Cheers.